Let's talk about why a narcissist or a toxic person would begin to do a smear campaign. For one, it extends their power and control over you. You know, in a way, you continue to live under fear because they're talking about you behind your back, and so you don't know what's really being said. So you start to feel like you have to look over your shoulder. It makes you really edgy. You wonder who knows what. It's just a really great way to shut you down and to limit your sense of confidence and to keep you under their thumb, even though they're no longer in a relationship with you. Another reason is that it is public retaliation. It's their way of being able to say, I'm the victim here. This person has offended me or affected me, and they affected me in these ways. It's a really great way for them to protect their reputation, but also to create a narrative. I know that I did hear from my ex after the whole relationship was over, and he knew I was writing about the book. He was upset about it, and he wrote me and he said, only you and I know what actually happens in the relationship. And I know that what he actually meant was only his interpretation of what happened in the relationship, not my interpretation, is the truth. That he already was trying to do damage control, even though he doesn't have a lot of fear because where he's living, most people can't read English. So he doesn't have a lot of risk of having people know about the story and recognizing him. But it does, for those who are still in the same community, and I know a lot of you are, it's a great way for them to get ahead of what you might say and offer an alternative narrative to what you're going to say. So it's a great way for them to do management control of the story and image control. Another reason that they do this is because they really want to punish us. You know, it's weird because when you first met that narcissist, they thought that you walked on water, that you were like the answer to all their prayers, that you're going to make the world right for them again. And once they got into the relationship, they realized you're human. And once that happened, they began to devalue you and prepared to discard you because they have this magical thinking, this supernatural, idealistic image of the world that somehow the right person or the right experience is going to fix everything that's wrong with their life. And when they discover that every person is human, that you put your pants on one leg at a time, they're discouraged because that's not what they're looking for, a magical solution. And you're not providing that because you're not superhuman. You're not perfect. You cannot control what other people say about you. So trying to control what's being shared about you is a futile, exhausting, helpless, hopeless experience that you just need to give up on. It's not going to happen. I wish I could make it happen. I'm sure every politician who's had that happen to them wish they could make that happen, but we can't. What we can do is go out and live your most authentic self in a careful way. So what do I mean by that? I mean, don't stifle yourself. Be who you naturally are and allow yourself, how you conduct yourself in the world, to be your testimony. Allow it to be what shapes what people see about you. And if those who are determined to believe those terrible words about you, then they were never your friends to begin with. They are not people who are deep thinkers who challenge stuff and see if things line up. They're people who are test the wind and see which way the wind's blowing, and that's how they govern what they do and who they follow and what they believe.